again, everyone. So this second look is going to be based off the Born to Run palette. This is going to be more of a pink color pop. So for those of you that have rosy tones in your skin, that would be a particularly nice choice, especially if you do a really nice kind of a coral blush or a really pinky blush. That's going to be a really nice choice. So I'll go through the colors that we're going to be using today. So we'll be using, there we go. Okay, so we'll be using Weekender on our brow bone down here. And then we'll be using Blaze in our crease. And then we'll be using Wildheart on our middle third of our lid. Wildheart on our inner third of our lid. And then we'll use Drift on our outer third. So again, that's Weekender, Blaze, Hellride, Wildheart, and Drift. Okay? So we'll go through here really quickly. So I chose Weekender as our brow bone shade because it's a little bit darker and it goes with the look that we're going to be using. Again, if you have darker skin tones or warmer tones, you could use shades like Riff, which is kind of a coppery brown. If you have really dark skin tones, you could always use Good Is Gone or Punk, which are also in this palette. I just want to make sure you all have options if you're wanting to match that brow bone. I like picking palettes because then I know if you want to match your brow bone, you have choices. That's sometimes the problem with individual shadow palettes, is that you don't have as many choices for matching your brow bone, and that's something I really prefer to do, especially with different skin tones. I want you all to be able to feel comfortable in your skin and feel respected. That's really important. So next we're going to go ahead and do Blaze in our crease. And this time I'm going to do my crease ahead of time because I'm using really dark colors in this look. I wanted to pick this one because it will look good on many different skin tones. I want to make sure all of you feel beautiful and strong and confident and lovely this summer, because you are. It's our differences and our families and our traditions that make us beautiful. And that's really something that we celebrate during the summer with picnics and with get-togethers. It's really important to make sure that that's recognized. Next we're going to go in with Wildheart. And now this guy I'm going to put on my inner third. I'm going to go a little bit backwards from the way that they're swatched because I want to do my lighter colors first. So inner third of the lid, and push and move. It's okay if your colors overlap just a little bit. I love this pink. I can't say how much I love this pink. This was one of those pinks that made me wish for a pink palette before Urban Decay released that Naked Cherry palette. This is just a pink that makes my heart so, so, so happy. And it's absolutely appropriate that they called it Wildheart. Alright, nice, beautiful color. Taking it up into the crease for any hooded eyelids. And we're going to take Hellride in the middle third. I like putting Hellride in the middle third because it gives us this really nice deep color. Yeah, look at that. Love it. And it gives it this depth too. We're going to blend this so it's not just color swatched. But what we're doing is we're building that shade and then we're going to blend it with our fingertip, which I love doing because it's so much fun. When you can use brushes, it certainly gives you a neater color, but summer's all about getting things messy and playing outside, and who would want to do that, right? Okay. That's our smoky outer corner. And I'm going to go ahead and blend with my fingertips, inner corner to outer corner. Inner corner, corner. It is absolutely okay if this is not perfect. You can always go ahead and clean up later. And because I made a little bit of a mess, I'm going to go ahead and clean up here. Sometimes with darker shadows that will happen. You can always tap off the excess, but it makes me so sad to waste any of these beautiful shadows because they're so pigmented and they're just lovely. There we go. Alright, I like to tap off the excess into my palette so that it's saved for later use because they're just so pretty and I don't want to waste even the tiniest little bit. Next, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay 24/7 pencil, and this one is in Stash. Stash is one of my favorite greens. I love greens because they help make my eyes pop, and they're a great contrast to really dark looks like this. So I'm going to take this from my inner corner to my outer corner, give it a nice firm line, because this is going to pick up on my darker colors here. And again, with color pops, I like keeping it without a cat eye. You're welcome to cat eye if you prefer. As I showed you in the last video, it is entirely up to personal preference. And there we are, folks. That is our pink color pop from the Born to Run palette. Have a good one.